welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
All right, here we go. We made it to Friday. Bird did too, but he had to leave early. He is going off to find out about his hip, when he might be able to have the procedure done, and get some real specifics. So hopefully on the Monday show, we'll have some details so JBird can get out of the pain that he's been living in for a while now.
That's good. That's a good thing because my girlfriend did it and she said she's the best thing she ever did. She's so happy she did it. She wished she would have done it sooner. She was literally out of commission for like a week and then boom, up walking with a walker at first. But after week 2, she was walking fine, no problem. And then you're pain free.
Yeah. I think that would be great for him to be able to do that because if you've seen him behind the scenes or just here in the studio, he's always making that kind of, quick jerking, I'm in pain.
It sucks.
It does. Yeah, and I just don't know how you can be entertaining when you're in pain.
I don't know how you can be so pleasant.
Right.
I would be a raving bitch.
It does. Yeah, pain just it makes you angry. You're constantly angry.
Constantly on edge and angry, and he's just in here yucking it up. He's stronger than me.
Yeah. So we'll hopefully have some good news from JBird coming up on Monday here on the KVJ show. So we will definitely get to that. Virginia is going to be heading off here before too long to the South Florida Fair. You're going to be cutting the ribbon and opening that thing up today.
Yes, it's the official, the kickoff. They have the whole thing with, the dignitaries and the politicians. And there's a new CEO of the fair this year.
I saw him on TV today, yeah. I didn't recognize him. So the old is gone? And
Vicky retired.
How about that? Good for her.
They're bringing in a new dog. And so I'm excited to meet the new fresh talent.
Okay. Wow.
Every time they bring a new one in, I've been there through it a few different times. It's exciting because it's a new, fresh take on everything, and they elevate just a little bit more each and every time.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Well, we're going to be out there tomorrow morning. We'll have a KVJ video just out there having some fun, messing around, midway games, the foods. Do you have a particular food when we ran them down that intrigues you?
You know, I'm all about that hot Wisconsin cheese.
Okay.
Don't skimp. Get the variety pack. I think it's like $20, but you can get all the different cheeses. They give you a sampler and ask for extra ranch.
Okay, that's the key.
Get extra ranch because it's so fun to dip your hot golden fried cheese into that cool, delicious ranch.
Yeah.
Oh, it pairs so good.
Why would you not?
Why would you not?
Yeah.
I mean, you're there.
Right. It's the fair.
Once a year.
Blow it out.
Come on, blow it out.
Go crazy.
Put the app on your phone, too, because if you're like me and you like to go see the pig races and see this show and that show and do this and that, the whole layout of the entire fair is on the app.
I've also been impressed with how easy it is to get a beer there or a cocktail.
Yes, they have added more bars.
Yeah.
They know that, if they make them a little fun spot and add a DJ, now it's more of a party. That's a relatively newer thing, too, and I'm so happy about that.
Yeah. Wanted to give an update. Yesterday, we'd talked about one of our listeners that is at Fresh Catch Seafood Grill in Stewart that is a part of the Bar Boss competition that is going on, and she was in second place, needed to be in first to go on to the next round in Nashville at a chance for $20,000. She is a mother of 3, and it said from her husband Joshua that she keeps our family afloat and does it with a smile on her face. Loves her job and her city. The voting ended yesterday, and I've checked, and they said that they were going to drop the results at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which we won't find out here until 1 p.m. today.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so 10 to is 1.
Yeah, I just wanted to get you caught up with that. So we'll hopefully on Monday we'll check into it, and we'll have that result for you. Hopefully she did make it, because that'd be awesome to go to Nashville and win some serious cash.
Her man was in our DMs, and he was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. He was so sweet.
Yeah.
He said she's just crying with gratitude.
Aww.
I hope it's with gratitude.
Yeah. Well, hopefully she made it. We'll find out.
Oh, he doesn't know either.
Yeah.
They find out at the same time we do.
I assume, yeah.
He
1
said,
p.m.
you
today.
guys mean a lot to us. You have got us through some really hard times. Nothing but love and respect. Aw, that's so sweet. Good luck, Stephanie.
Yep, no doubt. Got an email here from Robert talking about Adderall and ADHD. We had an email. This dude, his girlfriend, diagnosed herself with ADHD and is getting the pills from a guy she works with, and apparently just acts really manic when she's on them. She thinks she feels great and she's on point, but he said it's really getting kind of annoying. And yeah, Robert kind of confirmed. He said, I've had ADHD. I was diagnosed at 8. I'm now 37. And I've taken the medication on and off my entire life. And yeah, if you are on it and you have ADHD, you can now finally properly focus. For those who don't have it, yeah, it just kind of whacks your brain out.
It just makes you like speed.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a big difference between needing it and not needing it, like how your brain and your body and your mouth react.
She probably thinks she's better. You see that a lot with people and medications. They think that they're better. They're just fooling themselves. Almost, too, where you have people that think that they're better off their medication, and they're not.
You're right.
You know, it's kind of a weird thing.
It is a very weird thing, and it's easy to get addicted to it because I know people that are like, waitresses, or you're like a bartender, and you have to be on your feet for like a long, long time, and you just need it.
Yeah.
Once you become like reliant on it to keep you up for that 10-hour shift or whatever it is, like you close your eyes and then the next day you're addicted to it.
Robert said a lot of people who have ADHD have what's called task paralysis. It's something that can be so severe that it can keep us in bed all day, and we don't get anything done. For somebody like me who works 65 plus hours a week and have 2 little boys, it can be devastating not to have this medication. And it's terrible that it gets a bad name. It's because people are abusing it. So I just want to put my 2 cents in. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Yeah, I mean, people that need it, they really need it.
Mm-hmm.
And people that abuse it, you're giving it a bad name.
That's right. That's right. Anastasia said, I want to say how impressed I was listening to Rocco the other day on the ATS. He's so smart, so well-spoken. My son is also 9, and he needs to hang out with Rocco. Also, I want to know, what DJ system did Virginia buy for him? My son loves to mess with GarageBand app on iPad and make EDM music. He would love a DJ kit.
Okay, so I just put it up on our TikTok. There's a video there, and it's his unboxing of his DJ kit. And the brand is called Hercules. And he explains it in the video. Like, there's also like software and an app and all kinds of fun stuff that you can do. But it's basically like my first DJ kit.
Yeah.
But it's a professional system, but it's made for kids. It's made for little people.
Okay.
And it's not like so tricky with so many pods and so many elements. Like, it's the basics, and it's made specifically for kids. Hercules is the brand.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I know that some actual DJs, I think they will give you lessons too.
Totally.
Yeah, because I think our old traffic girl, Andrea, she was doing DJ lessons and learning how to mix.
That's awesome. I love that.
I saw on her social media she was doing that.
Well, one of our former coworkers, Charisse, she is doing really well now as a female DJ, which I don't think there's nearly enough of out there.
Oh, you got Paris Hilton. That's about it.
We need more.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do have some. It's very cool. And look, I mean, you get into some of those club gigs. I cannot believe how much some of those DJs make.
They kill it.
It really is unbelievable. It just seems like you would be so replaceable, doesn't it?
Well, yes and no, because it really is a skill set to get everybody on the dance floor jumping and drinking and staying.
Yeah, but doesn't it just feel like something AI would take? You could have video cameras that would see how many people are on the dance floor, and then it does an analysis of movement and space.
It learns.
And then it knows exactly what songs get the dance floor going, so it can fluctuate if you need people off the dance floor. It then knows what songs to put in there.
Yeah,
clear a dance floor.
I don't know, though. It can't stay up with the trends as quickly as a human.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see, Virginia. I'd be scared going to DJing these days. You never know what will happen in 10 to 15 years.
I hope you're wrong.
I do too, but I mean, it feels like AI could easily take over the DJ world. Got an email here from engineer Keith. He said, you guys play the what is it? Majority
rules.
Yeah, Majority Rules is the name of the newer game that we have. And he said it's very similar to another game called Match Game. In fact, there's a home version of it. It's called Dixit. 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 Okay.
I love the name.
Yeah. He said the idea of the game is you're giving a clue about a card and you want at least one person to guess it, but not everyone. It's fun. It's similar to your Majority Rule, albeit slightly more complicated in the scoring. Yeah, that's cool. It's a fun little game. I might check out the Dixit, see if I can get some topic starters at least.
Okay.
That might be good. Yeah, so that game's kind of fun. It's easy to play too, and we're putting together some events that we're going to have here in 2025, and one of them we might just do it as a solo KVJ game night. Just see how it goes.
Play all the games.
Yeah, play all the games. No name movie game. Do it, bitch. Majority Rule. We got so many games that work in crowds and people can come up and play and. Yeah, we won't waste time doing, anything else, but we'll just play games.
Some people love the games.
Right.
Some people went to the last live show and they were like, you played too many games.
Yeah, right.
So now we might just break it up into specifics.
Yeah, we'll do a podcast where we just sit and do like what we're doing right now. We'll do...
Tell stories, tell secrets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then we'll do a game night. We can do it that way. And then we can do cocktails and karaoke.
Love that.
That'll be a separate. Yeah, so we'll hopefully have those 3 pitches and different events, and we can rotate them and take them to different places. And so that's the plan. That's the future. And also KVJ Volunteer Army events, hopefully on deck too.
Yes.
Coming up.
We got to go clean our highway. I'm sure it's messy.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't been out there in a minute.
Yeah, so I think we're getting there with that. Also got Buckley. He is also thinking about canceling out doing blue jeans. He said, I work at a manufacturing plant, and I am looking for pants that can be considered business casual. Where do you find your favorite choices? I think what I need to do, Buckley, is do a bit of a deeper dive. Because I know Lululemon Bargain Racks, the Aloe is another one, but those are a little bit more expensive.
Right.
And I've seen TV commercials, and I've seen a lot on social media as well.
And Denny's, he is out there doing the work.
Yeah.
Replaced a lot of his pants with new ones from Amazon.
Yeah, I feel bad. I got jeans on today, but I'm going to be... so we have the Rust Market, so I have to go get all Jen's pottery from the pottery studio.
You're a working man today.
Yeah, the thinner pants, I will say, are not as great to do work in.
Yeah, I could see a jeans more durable of a fabric, but if you're living your life and you want to be...
Oh, it's the greatest change I ever made.
Casual, and you want to still look professional...
I'd say those chino pants, they're kind of, somebody turned me on to golf pants. They're kind of in the same,
now,
family.
Do you have a brand that you prefer? Because that's what I need to start figuring out. Okay, what's a brand where their pants are at a good price range, they look good, affordable?
Yeah. So I went on Amazon. I feel like they're all made from the same place. You'll go to 5 different Amazon links, and they're all the same exact picture.
Yeah, it may not be a really big difference.
So what I did was I ordered one from 4 different places.
Okay.
And then I got them, and 2 of them I thought were terrible. So I just returned them, and then I just used that to then buy ones from the other 2 that I actually liked. So that's how I did it. Whenever I buy 4 pair of pants, I'll buy them from 4 different websites to see which one's the best, and if 3 of them suck, I will return them.
Gotcha.
And I will just replace those with whatever the best one of the ones was.
Oh, that's smart.
That's how I usually do it. Instead of just, because some people just go, oh, these pants look cool, I'll order 5 from the same place, and then you get them and they all suck.
That would suck so
right.
hard.
And that's what I wouldn't
That
want
would
to do.
burn you.
Yeah, if you found the place, the brand, that would be amazing, just to have pants in your size show up at your door.
What is the brand of the ones you liked? Do you remember?
So it's it's not one. It's a knockoff of an actual company's one. Just the Amazon has so many different ones. I can look up the exact name.
Like Lulu Lime?
That's what it kind of is. Something like that. I think it was called.
It's a weird offshoot.
I think it was called Lulu. I'm not even kidding. It was like Lulu. You're
like, wait a minute.
Yeah, so there are a lot of them are like that though. They're named kind of.
There's like doo-doo lemon.
Exactly. That would
Look,
be terrible.
If the quality is there and you like the pant and the price is like a third of what the Lululemons go for, I think that's a win.
Well, yeah, and since it's kind of an experiment, like I don't care if they're 100% quality. I'm trying them out, and if I like the style, now that I know that I like the style, you can go to a quality company and buy the same exact thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, if anybody's got any suggestions on that, I'm definitely in the market too, because
H&M's got a lot of stuff. I know that you shop there, but they I looked at their website and they got really good prices too. I almost ordered from them, and that other one you mentioned, Zara.
Zara is amazing.
That's another one. They carry all the joggers, the chino pants, the golf pants. They have all that stuff.
And their stuff's really affordable for the most part.
I ordered 4 shirts from there, and they're awesome. So that was another one I randomly picked. Shirts, just there's no uniform size for them. You order them, they're all mediums, but some of them curve in the middle, some of them are wide, and you just have no idea what you're gonna get.
We need a Zara in like West Palm Beach. I don't know that we have one. I'm not sure if there's one in the Gardens Mall.
I don't know.
Not sure about Wellington. The only one that I know of is Aventura. They got a Zara.
All right, they have one in Orlando too. When I lived in Orlando, that was
the
the
one
spot.
at Disney Springs.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah,
that's the only one I know of.
It's a nice one. Yeah, it's like multiple levels. They're usually all pretty big.
Yes, they're 2-story usually.
Yeah, do love those. And the H&M on Lincoln Road. Not all H&Ms are the same. You would think they'd have the exact same inventory, and they do not.
Really?
Yeah,
that's where I got that Garfield sweater that I wear sometimes. That's where I got that. It was H&M.
Oh, really?
They have really cool print sweaters.
Yeah, they do good stuff. Dina said that Sawgrass has a Zara. That's right.
All right.
Okay, so if you're looking for one of those places, that's where you got to go.
I'm slowly replacing all my clothes.
I know. Yeah.
I'm starting over.
It's good to have that there, though. So whenever you need some pants, you just order them and they come in. You out of here, Virginia?
I am. I'm sorry. I can't be late for the fair. My car is downstairs waiting for me. So
okay.
Pew, I'm out.
All right. We'll see you. Have a good weekend.
Have fun.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll see you tomorrow.
No.
Are you gonna? Oh no, you're.
Airplane.
Oh, that's right.
I have to go see my.
I forgot about that. That's right. Okay. Yeah.
My grandma, it's kind of an emergency, so I've got to go fly up and see my grandma.
Yeah, you don't know how well she's doing.
I can't leave her hanging.
Okay. All right. Well, tell her we said hey.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Hope that goes well. Oh, no. Chris is saying Sawgrass doesn't have a Zara. Uh-oh.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. All right.
You can go to their
scratch
website. I ordered a shirt from them.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Christina in Brooklyn, she said, we were listening, my husband and I, to your 3 sexy words bit that you had, the 3 words that apparently make things better in the bedroom. And she said, I had my AirPods in. I was washing the dishes right next to my husband, and hearing Jason say, lick, deeply in my ear while standing next to my husband was both creepy and made me laugh. So hysterical and weird.
So I switched to those Apple AirPods. And I've been rocking those lately, and it's funny because I'll go to the audio of the KVJ show to check to make sure it went up correctly and everything's cool.
Yeah.
And sometimes the bassiness of your voice in my ear will give me goosebumps.
Oh, really?
It booms for some reason. I don't know if anyone else has experienced this, but yeah, the bassiness off your mic or something, it's almost like ASMR.
Yeah, I don't know what's, and the microphones all, because I think the microphones are different. JBird's, that one that you're on sounds different.
This is a different microphone. Yeah, you and Virginia are on one of the best. Those are Neumann's. Those are top quality, professional grade microphones right there.
I do like this one, yeah.
This one is a replacement one because we went through 2 Neumann's that Bird had when he was using this, and they're super expensive and they're expensive to fix, so we just stopped getting them fixed, and they replaced it with a different microphone because it was cheaper.
Oh, no way.
That's why they did that.
So Bird's gone through 2 microphones?
He's gone through 2 Neumann's, and this is like his 3rd one of these. Yeah, we used to replace him, me and the old engineer.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was housing so many microphones, too.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He's gone through a couple. And then if you guys ever notice, whenever I'm on my mic and then when Virginia's out and I'm on her mic, this mic sounds different because it's not under the processing. You guys have a processing rack under your knees, right by your knees there.
Yeah, right.
And these 3 mics go through it, but the 2 guest mics do not. That's why my voice will sound different on those.
Were you here when JBird used to always rip his microphone off the stand?
Look how tangled and tied this is.
Yeah, right.
It's better like that.
Well, he would always grab the microphone with his big old paws, and he would just rip it right off of the thing. Like time, we'd have to stop the showdown because he's ripped the microphone off.
Yep. He does that at his home studio too.
Does he? Okay.
Yeah, that thing's been taped and gummed back together so many times. It's funny. He does radio hard.
Now, this is an interesting thing, and I don't know what this exactly is. Is this love? I don't know. Can dogs be gay? I haven't heard the science on that, but Emily had said, yeah, Kev, you showed that photo of your daughter's dogs spooning on the couch, and my dogs spoon. And they actually perform fellatio on each other, which my daughter's dogs do too. They're both male dogs, and the one dog that's smaller is always about humping the other one, which I know a lot of times that's, just play or dominance or whatever, anything like that. But the fellatio, both of them, he'll just roll over, and I mean, they'll just go to town, just licking away, and their eyes are rolling in the back of their head, like I don't think they're doing it even for cleanliness. They know that feels good.
I know my dog will stick her snout in her crotch, and then you just hear all these noises of ecstasy. And so clearly something's working.
Right. Boone is the gray and the white dog, and Scooby is the brindle color dog, and there they are. They're spooning as well. So I don't know if they consider themselves to be coupled up or what that's all about, but it's very sweet to see my daughter's dogs because they love each other. I mean, they just curl up, and they're always sleeping together, and, man, they take care of each other.
That's hilarious. I never heard of dogs filleting each other, but I definitely have seen the humping.
The humping thing, I'm like, okay, the doggy fellatio, I didn't know that was a thing either, but it's oddly fascinating. I know I shouldn't be looking at it. It feels weird, but I can't stop watching.
Do you think it's because they spay and neuter them from birth now when they're so little that they just never learn anything, and then they're like, whoa, what's this?
I don't know what it is because the one dog is neutered and the other one's not. Ocho's not neutered.
Well, so that's probably why they're constantly getting, I'm sure that dog's, spraying out the pheromones.
Maybe.
So probably making the other dog go insane.
Yeah, I didn't know if there were documented cases of gay dogs, but I think these are definitely gay dogs.
All right, I mean,
I think they're into it and they like it. So I don't know if they've had that example, but they need to do the study because I believe in gay dogs.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen it. Mr. Lem said, Kev, on shows, I'm not sure if you mentioned it, but American Primeval on Netflix. It's a historical drama based on the Utah War of 1857.
Huh, the Great Utah War, huh?
That's crazy.
I don't even know if I know of the Utah War of 57.
I have never heard of the Utah War of 1857.
I've never heard of it.
That's weird because that would have been right before the American Civil War. I think I go on around like 1861, so that would have been 4 years before that. So I wonder if it had anything to do with slavery, territory, what it might have been. They had interesting little skirmishes. Like I remember, one of the big stories about the rivalry between Ohio State and Michigan. It all started with a border war over Toledo, which is right there on the Ohio State-Michigan border, and they actually sent their militias out to like kill each other. So it was an actual battle. So I think states used to, even before the Civil War, there have been actual skirmishes and fights.
Well, yeah. So America got federalized when? It was like 1899, 1897 or something?
Yeah.
So before that, I think states were states. They did their own thing.
I guess, coming up with borders, and they were always shifting. And I know, during the Civil War, you had West Virginia split off from Virginia because they weren't down with that game.
Totally. Yeah,
so,
I think it was governed individually, and then they federalized everything to where it was governed by by a body.
Yeah.
So before that, I think that's probably why Utah too. They probably went out there because that's a heavily Mormon area.
Right.
They had to have gone for their free expression of religion out there.
Probably something to do with it.
And they're big on guns, the Mormons.
Yeah.
So.
We got a lot of football on this weekend, so I don't know if I'll get to any binge watching this weekend, but I mean, we're getting there. It's very close. So I've got my list. I keep adding to it. And if you're looking for something new to watch this weekend, that Cameron Diaz and Jamie Foxx movie Back in Action starts streaming on Netflix.
All right, that's cool. I might buy Wicked this weekend because now it's you can buy it at your house and watch it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, or rent it or whatever.
Is it still like the $15 or is
it's
it like
$15?
Oh,
but I mean, instead of going to the movie theater, I can sit in the comfort of my house. The baby can go take a nap.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see that. I'm kind of bummed it's split into two parts. But also Thursday, I think Traitors, my wife and I have been watching that show, Traitors. They take all of the reality stars from all the reality shows and they put them in a group setting where they have to complete challenges, and they assign some of them to be traitors to sabotage the challenges, and the other people have to figure out who those people are
that's
by
a
elimination.
Cool concept, that's always the thing with Big Brother and all that, right? It's somebody who's playing the game, playing it well. They're playing off of each other. And
this one's cool because they pick the top of some of the top people from each reality show that are known to be sneaky. So everyone's so suspicious of everybody.
So are the snakes the best players? The ones, is that really the object of these games? Because I don't really watch them, but it seems like the people who are the shady ones do best.
Always. But this one's weird. They randomly, without telling anyone else, they assign some of the people to be snakes in this to intentionally ruin the game for the other players.
Right.
And they let everyone vote on who they think should eliminate, and then they shame them every time they eliminate somebody who wasn't a snake. They're like, you just eliminated a normal player, you know? So the people are getting so paranoid and suspicious. It's very good.
And what's it on?
That one is on Paramount Plus.
Okay. Yeah, they're
So,
getting a lot of stuff on
everything's
that
on
Paramount Plus.
That's the name of the game. Everyone made an app. Everyone made a
Right.
network, and now
And then
they're
they got special content.
yeah.
And they typically only have one good show
Yes.
per platform.
That's
and
what-
so you got to buy the whole just to see one show.
That's pretty much it. But I think they're trying to get everything. That's the one that has The Office and stuff. So I mean, they clearly are paying a lot of money to make sure
I
they
think
get
they're
the.
backed by CBS, and they've got the Tyler Sheridan guy. So Landman and Yellowstone and all the offshoots of that.
It's really
They've got
just
that dude.
seasonally. Kind of, you subscribe to an app for X amount of time till you watch all the shows on it,
Right.
and then you cancel it, and then
Yeah.
the next one, like Netflix, will become the hot one, and then you watch that one for a while, cancel it. And then
Yeah.
it's pretty much how it works
That's
now.
the way the game goes these days.
We towards the end of last year, my wife and I, we cut all apps, cut everything.
Real, like everything.
Just cut it all, and then
Yeah.
we started over. We were like, we don't need
Smart,
6 of
right,
these. You know,
right.
you forget about them a lot of the times. Then you look at your bill, and you're like, man, I'm paying over $150 in just streaming apps.
Yeah, and you know what? Sometimes you got to judge how much you miss something because you keep paying for it, and then you realize I'm not really ever watching it. And when you do cancel it, then I mean, if you really do miss it, and be like, gosh, really wish I had that. Then you're like, okay, this might be a good one to get.
Well, then it's worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some things actually do possess worth, you know?
Yeah.
So those I would say keep. But sometimes they just, here's where it gets hairy. They'll have a show that's currently airing. They'll have seasons 1 through 3 on Paramount.
Yep.
But then Hulu, some reason, has the exclusives to the
Yep.
new season airing.
Right.
So then you have to have 2 just to even watch the whole series.
That's what had happened with Suits for a while. When I watched it, they had everything but the last season on Netflix. And then I had to go to some other platform. I think they have them all now of that, but that's the most frustrating thing.
Oh, it's the worst.
Is to go through, and as soon as it gets good, it's like another platform that you got to go by.
That's what they're doing. Like Frasier, my wife loves Frasier. They have Frasier, the new episodes on whatever the heck it's on, and then they move the old ones off of Netflix onto another one. So it's just
She even likes the rebooted Frasier that they did, the newest.
she likes it, doesn't love it.
Yeah.
I kind of tapped out. I didn't hate it by any means. It's definitely not offensive. It just
I think they needed it. His brother was really good.
Yeah.
Niles was great, and the dad was good too.
Niles is good. The father passed away.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen Daphne, also another pretty big
Oh, right,
character.
yeah.
Her and
Yeah.
Niles, not to spoil the original series, but they end up getting married towards the end of that series.
Right. Okay.
And then I guess the story is they have a kid, and then they travel and they're estranged from their kid, and their kid is living with Frasier, but Frasier finds out he also has a kid. Oh no, his kid from the actual show grew up, and he goes to be closer
Okay.
to him, and they're all kind of, it's like they're all
And that's where
living
you
near
get
each
the-
other. Yeah. He
yeah.
buys the whole building. There's a bunch of weird things in there. That was such lazy writing.
I haven't heard anybody talk about it.
It's
So,
lazy writing.
Yeah. I
And
figured it wasn't great.
sometimes the lightning in a bottle just can't be recaptured.
Yeah, it is. I know there's so much about that because you got to have a perfect story. Right? You got to have great writing. It's got to just meet the moment.
And the era, maybe
Yeah.
the time frame was just lend itself to be good for that show.
Sometimes too, they're at the right age. You look at Friends; they were just at the right age, and as they got older, I was like, "What is this?" Like, 'cause
Yeah.
I liked it when they were young, and it was kind of exciting, and they had all the time in the world to hang out at a coffee shop. But when you start having kids and families, it's kind of boring.
I agree.
Yeah.
The fun stuff's all the turmoil in the beginning,
Right, exactly.
the adventures
The
they go on.
relationships, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why I think it's England. They only allow up to a certain amount of series before you have to stop. You have to then either
That's like a law.
Yeah, I think it's just something they follow over there. I think it's something about 3 seasons they're allowed to do before they have to then change the name of it or something.
Oh, okay.
So you'll notice a lot of those are 3 seasons and done.
I think that's a good call.
I've always supported that.
Yeah, and that's why as Ted Lasso is coming back, I'm kind of like, I don't know if I'm pumped. I loved the show, and I thought it was great. It wrapped up perfectly. And
And they're bringing it back, huh?
yeah, it's just because I think everybody, like with it, they said, what are we doing?
So we watched Dexter because my wife loves Dexter. She read all the books.
Yeah,
Loved the
no.
show. She thought the show kind of got weak in the last season or whatever.
I heard, I don't think they know how to ever end Dexter. Because from the original series, I think the last ending of it, people say was terrible, and I never watched it, but I did watch the new season they just came out.
And it was terrible.
And it was terrible.
I hated it.
It was such they just violated the character.
I totally agree.
When characters do things they would never do, character betrayal. You're like,
Turns you off.
yeah. You're like, why do we do this?
It's too far removed. They're trying to make
Yeah.
Dexter's son. I'm not trying to blow up anything, but
Yeah.
they're trying to make him the next Dexter. I
Right.
just thought that was lame.
It wasn't done right.
It just wasn't done right. And
Yeah.
the first 4 seasons of that show are awesome.
It was. And I would
Then
tell
it
you
starts.
with Dexter, after season 4, tap out.
Yeah.
You'll be happy you did, and you'll love that you watched 4 seasons. The first season's amazing.
First season's great.
Yeah.
And those kind of followed the book a little closer, and then they started deviating. The book started getting into a little bit more that Dexter was into UFOs and stuff. I think they just
I didn't even know they had
dropped it
books.
all from the TV show.
So
They're
the
like,
TV show's
it's from a book, yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
Every episode?
no, I kind of like
Just
a Game
the
of
concept.
Thrones. They took the
Yeah.
concept. Season 1's kind of true to the story, and then they start deviating.
Okay. All
So-
right. Had no idea. The things
Yeah.
I learned, Denny's. All right. Well, thank you for all the advice that y'all got when it comes to shows. We pass it along so that you can have great binge watching on your weekends. Mail at kvjshow.com. Get Bird, Virginia back in here on Monday, and we'll see you then. Goodbye.